welcome to our Crazy Life Scotland and another keto grocery haul. I am just back from Asda, so I thought I would show you what I got that is keto friendly this week. Right, so frozen food, I only got two things, but it's two things I've not had before. So I saw these, and it's the Bird's Eye Inspirations 2 basa fillets in a lemongrass, ginger and garlic sauce. And when I checked the carbs, per portion oven baked, there's 1.4 grams of carbs in it. And I thought, oh, that'll do. So, I mean, lemongrass, ginger and garlic, that sounds lovely. And again, it's something to keep in the freezer for emergencies because it's ready in 4 minutes, which is ideal. And the other frozen thing that I got was also fish. And it was this. The Bird's Eye 2 fish char grills, some ripened tomato and basil. Now these are a bit higher in carbs, but it'll be probably because of the tomato. Wait till I find the details. So for this, per portion there's 2.3 grams of carbs, and I'm more than happy to spend 2.3 grams of carbs on a piece of fish. And it says no prep, no fuss, easy oven tray. This does take half an hour, so it takes a wee bit longer, but it's still a good emergency thing to have in the freezer if I realise, I've not got anything left for dinner. So yeah, I thought it'd be quite nice to try them. Right, on to the rest of the meats. I thought, sticking with the fish, I got the 2 smoked basa fillets. These are a staple for us, usually a Monday night for some reason, I don't know why. But that oven cooks in 14 minutes, and I usually just cook it in foil with a little bit of butter and sometimes a wee bit of garlic powder and just serve it with some veggies. And it's a really nice, healthy dinner. I got an unsmoked gammon joint. I'm going to do that in the slow cooker with the Pepsi Max ginger. That's always a nice meal as well. And then I'll just pull that apart and serve that with some nice veggies. Now, I thought I would shake things up a wee bit this week, and I got pork belly slices. I don't normally get these because Jack's not keen on them and he has his meals with me. But I thought for a wee change this week, I'm going to try breaking my fast with one of these rather than coffee, just to see if it makes any difference to me, how I feel. I like doing wee experiments on myself now and again. So yeah, for the next 4 days, I am going to break my fast with one of these beauties. And it should keep me full for a while because there's a nice amount of protein and a good amount of fat on there as well. Right, I got some pork mince because I'm intending to make some meatballs with mozzarella stuffed inside them this week. So I thought I would get some pork mince just as a wee change from beef mince to make my meatballs. I got some chicken breast mini fillets. I'm going to make some carbonara this week, but I'll talk to you about that in a wee second when we come to something else. Yep, $1.99 for chicken breast mini fillets. Not too bad. I'll just cut them up and add them to the sauce. And the last of my meat things, I got the pesto and mozzarella chicken breast fillets. I really enjoy them. Another quick, easy dinner. And they have 1.5 grams of carbs in one of the chicken breasts. So yeah, nice, quick and easy meal. On to the veggies now. I got a celeriac, which I am loving. I still think it looks like an alien brain. I might have this as chips this week, maybe with the fish and have fish and chips, or I might have it with the ham and have like ham, egg and chips. I'm not sure yet, but very versatile celeriac. I love it. I got some good old Brussels sprouts that I always hated until I started doing keto and discovered that I love them roasted with olive oil and pancetta. Some good old mushrooms. I'm not going to say it, but they are brilliant for the keto diet. I fancy a wee stir fry this week, so I got the Asda mushroom stir fry kit, and I had always stayed away from it because it's got carrot in it. However, when I checked the carbs, it's actually not too bad. For 100 grams, so about a third of the pack, there's 4.4 grams of carbs. So it's a wee bit higher than normal, but I'll just try and stay away from the carrots, and I'll add extra mushrooms to it. And the other thing that I like to add to a stir fry is some crunchy bean sprouts, and they have got 3.4 grams in half the pack, and I'll not have anywhere near half the pack. So a slightly higher carby meal, but just now and again it's nice to have a stir fry that you don't need to chop all the veg yourself. I got some good old cauliflower and broccoli florets. I'll have them possibly with the fish. We'll see if I don't have the celeriac chips with that. I got 2 courgettes, and I am going to make some courgette or zoodles, whatever you want to call it. I'm basically going to spiralize one of these and have that with the carbonara when I make it. Onto the dairy, I got some extra thick double cream. I love this on a chocolate night for my supper because it's very tasty and it's nice and filling, keeps me full up until I open my eating window again the next day. I got some mozzarella. I got the actual block of mozzarella. I find that the Asda grated mozzarella goes mouldy really quickly and it really annoys me. And obviously there's less carbs in this as well because there's no potato starch added. So this has 1.6 grams of carbs per 100 grams. And I will either grate it myself or I'll cut it into little blocks when I'm making my meatballs and put a wee block of mozzarella inside each meatball. Normal double cream. I got a big one. Oh, here we go. I got a big one and a small one. They do me for my coffees and whatever else, any sauces and things through the week. Can't do without my cream. And I got some creme fraiche because I love that. I add it to soup or I use it as a dip instead of mayo or something like that. I like to add it to tuna to make like a tuna mayo, but creme fraiche is better for you than mayo, unless you've got the avocado mayo, which I don't. And it is lower in carbs than sour cream as well, so if you normally use sour cream, consider switching. There are 2.5 grams of carbs per 100 mils in the creme fraiche. Last of the dairy, I got strings and things, cheese strings twisted. I love these. Now, always keep an eye on the price of these because for 4 it was, I can't remember the exact amount. Say for example it was £1.50 for 4, it was £1.37 for 8. So don't just pick up 2 packs of 4 thinking that it will be cheaper or whatever, because it's definitely cheaper to get the 8 right now. It's not always on special, but yeah, 8 is cheaper than 4 right now in Asda. So if you like your cheese strings, it was the normal and the twisted, go to Asda just now while they're on special. Finally, I got eggs. Always have eggs on keto. They're so good for you, very versatile. And the last thing, I was talking about carbonara. I discovered that the Asda carbonara sauce has got very nice ingredients. It's basically water, double cream, pancetta, white wine. Yeah, there's a small amount of sugar, garlic. There are preservatives, there's always going to be in a ready-made sauce, but it's extra virgin olive oil rather than sunflower oil, and different cheeses. And when you look at the carbs, for a quarter of the jar, 2.3 grams, no, 2.9 grams. So that isn't bad. Even if I did have half of it, which I wouldn't, it's still under 6 grams of carbs. So yeah, I'm going to fry up my chicken, add this. I might add some extra bacon. I'll definitely add extra mushrooms and serve that with my zoodles or courgette, whatever you want to call it. So that is everything from my Asda keto grocery haul this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. If there's anything else that you get at Asda that I haven't shown here, please let us know in the comments below. If there's anything at all you want to comment on, please let us know. And thank you so much for watching. I'm going to make myself a coffee now with some of that lovely double cream, and I will see you in our next video. Please hit the thumbs up button if you have liked this and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks everyone. Bye.